Face of a broken man. Face of a broken
I'm sorry
man.
that you don't enjoy humor, JV.
Oh no, our sweet. Okay, I was like, our transition. No. It was a little transition that could P2P with Gibus squaring off against AeroLink. This is a run back of winners semis where Gibus came out on top. Game 1 he went Lucario. Game 2 he went Greninja. And was that a 2-0 or a 2-1?
It was a 2-0, but you wouldn't know it because that was one of the most intense single games I've seen. Both players living up to 150+%, and Gibus was able to clutch it out with an up throw to kill. But I mean, it was basically down to whoever gets the next grab wins.
Now, what is the head-to-head with these two?
The head-to-head, I will look that up.
Please do, please do. I mean, I know that you know, Gibus and AeroLink, they've both taken Shockwave before. I think they might even be tied as far as Shockwaves in 2016 go.
Yes, this year they are 2-2 against each other, and Gibus is going to look to maybe make that 3-2, depending on who can come out on top.
This is going to be a very tall order indeed. Gibus coming in, and man, even if he gets through AeroLink, there's still yet another Bayonetta. And given how strong Iggy looked against him, it is a tall order indeed. AeroLink sharking underneath the stage with that Witch Twist. He's going to get this grab as well to regain control of the stage, trying to anchor down. But Gibus seeing through the Witch Time, gets the grab, scoops him up.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gibus is just at the disadvantage here. I mean, he's got, I think he's poorer on the matchup skill. And for certain, Bayonetta can get the right combos that she needs, but Gibus finding that 50-50 on the down throw to forward air, and he's going to be up a pretty amount.
Man, that just seems so crazy because of the platform. It seemed like AeroLink was forced to tech onto it, right? Whereas if the platform wasn't there, he may have been safe because he could have inputted in an air dodge, which would have potentially lasted a bit longer. Not to mention the fact that he wouldn't just be staying there. Good lord, platforms today. Platforms today.
Platforms account for some hype. People might say that moving platforms are jank. I say they're fun. Wow.
That was clean. Bear pushing him right into the up smash. They're like evening up the stock count.
I'd like to take note of that interesting fact we just had.
Yeah, that they put first men bracket at Shockwave 10, where no doubt AeroLink came out on top. But since then, Gibus, you know, he came out to early Shockwaves, and he's just been grinding it out ever since to really cement himself as one of the best players in our area. Like, oh, he has to remember he's going against a player of AeroLink's caliber right there, though. Shadow sneaking out of the rest of that combo, and getting back onto the stage itself.
Yeah, I mean, Gibus has been playing for a competitive Smash for only about a couple of years, and I believe AeroLink's been playing much longer than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
has it only been like a year? Because I think he came in to Smash 4.
Yeah, I mean, he did come into Smash 4, but I mean, keep in mind that Smash 4 came out in the winter of 2014.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
So that's about a year and a half that he's been playing Smash competitively, and look at the level that he's playing.
You know, he really has been playing about as long as I've been commentating for.
Good Shadow Snake.
Getting out of trouble. I need to see some offense from him. It's the percent where he's going to be looking for grabs so he can get the down throw into fair. But AeroLink, still just constantly scooping him up. And now the mix-ups between whether he's going to be coming in with a heel slide or with a grab, they're catching Gibus off guard.
I think I see the game he's trying to play, and that is that when it got to those really high percents the first time they met today, where Gibus got to the 130, 150 range, what a great forward air once again, bouncing off of the platform and nailing him to take the first game.
Again, that platform forcing him to tech. That's ridiculous. It should. I guess the way that he could have avoided it was if he buffered a tech roll to away. But then he'd be so close to the blast zone, jeez. That is such a tough spot for AeroLink.
So this is interesting though, because in the first set, they did come to Dreamland in Game 2, and Gibus had switched from Lucario, who he played in the first game, to Greninja, who he played on this stage. So now he's opting for a different character than the one with which he won on. And I think maybe that has to do with the fact that he didn't like it running all the way to 150% and giving himself a heart attack.
Yeah, probably not. you know, beyond that, it felt overall like AeroLink had a great handle on Gibus. And Gibus got those 2 stocks closed out because of that forced tech option.
I think another big thing is that because he's saying I'm living the huge percents against AeroLink, that I'm going to be able to hold this aura at like 130% and put on some massive damage. He's already putting on massive damage and his aura isn't even built up yet.
And it's what makes Gibus so good with this Lucario. Just even at these low percents, his damage output off of grabs is absolutely insane. But when we're talking about insane damage output, the only character that really comes to mind right now is Bayonetta. AeroLink regaining the lead. And actually starting to extend it a bit. That down smash would have been great if Gibus kept falling, but that early recovery lets him get out of trouble and just barely out of range of that F smash as well. How many more of these attacks can he really avoid?
I was aware that he was going to do that neutral B, but it was important that he had it spaced perfectly so that it would come in at AeroLink's feet, but he was just a little bit off on the timing and it just propelled him off stage, nothing more, nothing less. See, this is what he was looking for when he picked Lucario. He's living to 137% against Bayonetta and even able to DI out of that Witch Twist.
This is when things get very tough for AeroLink. He told me that he does have a couple of confirms at this percent, but overall it's very, very difficult.
168%. You can hear how powerful that Aura Sphere is. Gibus is going to throw it out because, hey, why not? It's massive. I think a side B will cover about half the stage, too.
Went for a down throw there. Maybe as a DI mix-up? Oh!
Missing the tech, he's back, though, because it's Lucario at 183%. Gonna throw the Aura Sphere in 3. I meant to say 1.
Where could he go? Elkobot, where could he go? He couldn't go anywhere. Oh my god, that option coverage from Gibus was absolutely godlike. And the punishment, it's finally going to come to an end. So good from AeroLink to stop the bleeding when he did.
And I think that was less a recovery mix-up from Gibus and more the fact that he was at 200%, and that is impossible to control the recovery at that point. It's a little like driving a motorcycle with a V8 in it.
Yeah. Super Saiyan V8, man.
Yeah.
Beyond it.
I'm talking about like we took a Camaro, we did an engine swap, somehow it fit on the motorcycle. I don't know.
It's a pretty tough match. And again, early percents. Gibus getting a lot off of these grabs.
Seeing Gibus trying to get creative with his combos here. We saw that earlier in one of his sets, and it worked out very well. It looked very nice. It got up to 50% on that combo, but not quite able to get it because Bayonetta has some pretty darn good frame data.
Managing to actually take the lead despite not having nearly as much aura. I mean, we're just getting to the point where Rage is even a factor for him.
Gibus getting the long landing lag on the up Bs a couple times now. Just something he normally doesn't do. Oh, okay.
Oh, AeroLink. Man, I'll tell you what, Elkobot, he really needs to close his stock out as quick as possible. Gibus is getting at that point where he is threatening lethal right now.
I think his problem is that Gibus's DI on the Witch Twist is masterful, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, the combos that have been working against other competitors aren't working.
Goodness.
Wow! That is the key to this matchup. The key to dealing with Bayonetta is being able to punish those landings. And Gibus, with the character switch to Lucario, was able to do that consistently with that R-Sphere.
Absolutely solid play from him in both of those games, and I think the Lucario switch just definitely worked out. And he realized that, I mean, Lucario's heavy, I'm going to live to like maybe 150 again, so I might as well build up all of that aura and just get like, you know, whatever it is, like 25% off of an aura.
So, Gibus doing very well against AeroLink, but now he has to go off against Iggy, and man, that just was not a pretty set to watch in Winners Finals.
I'm interested to see what he's got up his sleeve. I mean, it's proven that his Greninja can take on Bayonetta to a degree. He's just proven that his Lucario